Okay, boys and girls. So yesterday we talked about how this week we'll be talking about baptism. Talked about how that is the first sacrament received. And today we're going to go a little bit deeper into learning about baptism. So, right now, I'd like you all to look at this picture. Now, I know you don't have this on paper in front of you, but what I would like you to do is kind of do what I did. You see, and I drew a this was like a 2-second drawing of what was on that page. Okay. So, all really it is a little bit of soil, a stem, and leaves. This is a plant, okay? And this plant needs to grow. But what does the plant need to grow in order to turn into a flower? It needs, where did I put, I put my markers over here. Haha, okay. So in order to grow, we're gonna try this. I don't know how it's gonna work. Okay. In order to grow, a plant needs sunlight, right? It needs the sun, and it also needs water. And that water can come like in rain or a person using a watering can. This is not a good watering can. This markers are stuck. Okay. In order, let me count that marker. In order to make the plant grow, okay? It needs sunlight and it needs water. Water, water, water. Remember that word, water. Okay, so on your own, draw a plant with sunlight and water coming on it. Okay, so why is water important? Because water helps a plant to grow. Water is also an important sign of baptism. During this sacrament, we are placed in water, or water is poured on us. And if you are picturing OLV, not the side of the church that we normally sit on, but for a class mass, but the other side of the church, up on the altar, all the way to the side, is the baptismal font. Okay, and the baptismal font, or the pool, is the special place in our church where this happens. Usually the baby, you probably all have a picture of this from your baptism, but the baby is kind of just held over it and water is poured onto their forehead. Water is a sign of the life that God gives us. At baptism, God gives us a share in his life, which means that God gives us a part of his life. We call God's life in us grace. It's a word we know well in our class. Grace helps us. It helps us to grow as God's children, and it helps us to grow as followers of Jesus. So, when you were baptized, God gave each of you a gift, a present. And that present is his grace, it's God's life in us. So, right now, I would like you to think about what you would like to say to God for giving you that grace. And this picture right here is also an example, it's a big one, but of that baptismal font. Okay? So remember, important sign of baptism, one of them is water. Water helps us to grow in God's love, just as water helps plants to grow.